Finland's public debt has grown steadily since 2009. So has the ratio of public debt to gross domestic product, except for a few exceptional years. The Ministry of Finance, MOF, announced its autumn financial review on Monday. According to it, public debt in relation to gross domestic product, GDP, will rise this year from 76.6% last year to 81.7%, and next year to 84.0%. According to VM, the rapid increase in debt is mainly due to the state and local government deficits and the weak economic cycle. The increase in ERA interest subsidy loans also increases the public debt. When the state, municipalities, and welfare regions have run and will run a large deficit in the future, there has been one surplus sector in the public economy, the Social Security funds, and there specifically the occupational pension institutions. Now that goes to, in the future, pension institutions and their surplus will no longer be taken into account when calculating Finland's public debt and debt sustainability. The change has been prepared in the Ministry of Finance under the leadership of officials, and with relatively few votes. The matter came up last week. VM justifies the omission of the surpluses of pension institutions by the fact that their inclusion leads in the long term to a too rosy picture of the sustainability of Finland's public finances, since pension funds cannot be used to reduce the debt of the public finances. Pension funds can only be used to pay occupational pensions. Honesty is in order here as well. According to EU rules, the public finance deficit must be less than 3% in relation to GDP. According to the financial review announced by the Ministry of Finance on Monday, the deficit will reach 3.7% this year, from which it will decrease to 3.2% next year. The public debt ratio should not exceed 60% of GDP. In the review's worst scenarios, this ratio already approaches the 100% mark in 2031. The government's debt-taking violates all EU borders, and the voluntary relinquishment of pension fund surpluses will not improve the situation. The Commission assessed in the summer that Finland meets the deficit criterion, but also stated that it will reassess the situation in the fall. PURA trusts that the Commission will examine the smallness, temporary nature, and exceptional nature of exceeding the deficit reference value. According to VM's assessment, the exceedance is exceptional and temporary. Whichever way the EU evaluation goes, it should not steal attention from the fact that the long-term outlook for Finland's public finances is at least as gloomy as the present, and the reasons are known. The aging of the population inflates pension expenses, reduces the workforce, and inflates age-related social security expenses. It means that the €9 billion adjustment made by the current government to the public finances will not be enough if the debt level of northern Greece is to be reduced back to a sustainable level. It's worth starting to prepare for the fact that the 2027 parliamentary elections will mostly be about scarcity.